Bereshis. That to Reshit starts. Bereshis, there's two starts. The first start only sets the vessels for the second coming. To be a comma never fructifies. It only prepares the vessels, the keli, gematria 60, kli. That is a round circle for the line of the second coming, the kav, to fructify. The first preparation is in the nefesh, in the feminine, in the woman. The second comes from the ruach, male. Reshis. There's two of everything, this masculine and feminine, this Kabbalistic Tantra, this Jewish Tantra, normative Jewish Tantra, is found in the Yud and the Hey, which is all found in the initial Yud. Yud as Yud Vav Dalet. The Vav Dalet making the Hey. The Yud is 10, and the Vav Dalet also 10. The Malui is equal to the Kedusha. But even within the Yud itself, there are three parts. The initial touch of the pen on the paper, the middle, and then the end. The Keter, Chochma, and Bina is found in the Yud itself. This initial spark, this dot, is everything. The initial top of the Yud is the male bia, the male sperm, the seed, the drop, the bindu that in Indian culture is found between the eyes. That's where the male seed is produced 72 days before it emanates from the Yesod area. 72, the ayin bet spelling of Yud-K, Vav-K. This male seed is a deep relationship between the male and the fetus, deeper even than the female, produced 72 days before it even is pushed out by the male. Two of everything. Takes two to tango. The male and female, these relations, Kabbalah, the two zimzum, the two levels of Shabbos, of seventh day and Shabbos itself, the love and the aseh of Shabbos, these two, Zachor and Shomer, in one sentence itself, one word itself, Divrei Echad. Understanding this Tantra brings us to a very deep level, brings us to a third level, an eighth level that's inherent within the two of the seventh level. A third aspect of Shabbos, a third aspect of tefillin, a third aspect of the bris. These are deep levels. Are you ready for this? Are you ready to explore the true essences of Judaism that are veiled within the mundane? What are these essences and how to reveal them? They have to be revealed by life experience, to bring one's own life experience into the opus, to understand what the opus really is. The psychosexuality of Hashem and one's own psychosexuality. What's really going on here? Is it just a question of being a good boy? What is the real depth of the essence? Bereshis. Die before you die. One dies every day. Sleep is 1/60th of death. One has to wake up anew with a new consciousness. Bereshis. The initial reshis, the initial start, and then the second start is every time you start. Who can be strong enough for this action? To find out the psychosexuality of Hashem. The true needs of God and of godliness. What are your true needs? Is it to sit around the table singing Shabbos songs that were written by somebody else a few hundred years ago? If that's your pleasure, fine. Or is it to sing a new song and have new words come out every time, like in conversation? What is the levels of godliness that have not been tapped yet? There are many ways to access these levels. For me, it's in psychosexuality. The psychosexuality of Shabbos in general. It's the sexual union of Shabbos, which is its ikar, its makor. This coming together in a sexual sense. This is not different than the small dot of information that Freud drew out of the Jewish opus. That sexuality is at its root and at the root of man. One can approach it as such. The sexuality of Shabbos. These are the ideas that I'm going to start expressing and talking about in these chats in the near future. And I will be giving it in small doses so you can fill in. Explore one's own psychosexuality. Explore the origins of the universe as being no different than your own origin. A drop of sperm within an egg cell. When you see this as the true root and the exploration of pleasure for HaKodesh Baruch Hu, and pleasure for you in your relation to HaKodesh Baruch Hu as a sexual being, you will understand some of the jumping off points that these chaps are going to pursue.